Hi everyone! Welcome to Artsonia's After School Art Club. Today we have a fun art project from Mrs. Kostal, an art teacher from Illinois. Hope you enjoy the video and don't forget to have your artwork uploaded to your Artsonia gallery.
Hey art fans, I'm Mrs. Kostal. I teach at Holy Trinity School in Westmont and Elm School in Burr Ridge, Illinois. I also run the blog No Corner Sons. Today we are going to learn about one of my favorite artists, Wayne Thiebaud, and we are going to draw some really cool cake pictures. Oh, let's go. Artist Wayne Thiebaud was born in Mesa, Arizona in 1920. Sometimes people call his art pop art. But it isn't really pop art. Pop art is art like Andy Warhol and Jeff Koons, art that takes things from popular culture and uses them as subject matter. Usually the products of pop art look mass-produced, whereas Wayne Thiebaud's art definitely looks more like fine art. He does use things we love and are familiar with as subject matter, like ice cream, sunglasses, cake, and donuts. Donut. However, his paintings are generally painted as still life and look very realistic. Look at the texture on that frosting. It makes me want to stick my finger in it and sneak a taste. But it's like 57 years old, so that's gross. And it's oil paint, so that makes it more gross. And it's generally frowned upon to touch famous art. For this lesson, you will need pencil and eraser, a black Sharpie or black crayon, scratch paper, a piece of nice white paper, oil pastels, watercolor paint, water, brush. Alternatively, you could use colored pencils or crayons to color your picture at the end. We are going to start on the scratch paper. I am going to teach you four different ways to draw a slice of cake. I'm going to draw mine big and with a Sharpie marker so that when I make a mistake, you will be able to witness it live and I will not be able to erase it. Actually, I just want to make sure you can see it. You can use pencil and draw small and practice as much as you want. You can even pause the video and rewind 1,012 times. Our first drawing is going to look like this. It's basically a parallelogram with a triangle on top. Draw the perfectly vertical edge, then the diagonal top and bottom that are parallel. Finish off the parallelogram with the edge that is just another vertical line. The top of the cake is going to make a right angle with the back edge. It gets a little tricky as to how long you should make this line. Just do not make it go past the end. Finish off your slice with a diagonal going towards the back, and voila! That is the honest to goodness hardest part. Keep in mind, you are seeing the inside of the cake. Any layers of delicious frosting and filling will be oozing out here. Sometimes I like to show a little texture too. Now I like to add a plate, which is just an oval under my slice. Our next cake is exactly the same, only in reverse. Make your slice facing the opposite way. This time, I'm getting fancy with my frosting. It's a triple layer cake, baby. With a raspberry. And it's nearly falling off the plate. Quick, next one. Front facing cake slice. This is what this one is going to look like. Start with 3 perfectly vertical lines. This one in the middle should be slightly lower than the 2 on the other ends. Connect the bottoms with diagonals. The top is going to be connected with a rainbow. Decorate away. This time, I made some fruity filling. I'm adding my oval plate. Oh, did you catch that? I'm starting a little higher this time so it doesn't look like my cake is falling off. Last slice will be a slice on its side, like this. Start with a triangle, a right scaling triangle for you fancy math peeps. The bottom and top of the cake slice will be perfectly horizontal lines. They then connect with a diagonal. You just made the parallelogram from earlier, only on its side. I keep moving the paper, I know, it's a little hard to tell. Carrot cake time! And don't forget the plate. After you've had enough practice, choose a cake you like the best, draw it nice and big on your nice piece of paper, and trace it with Sharpie or black crayon. Do not use a regular marker because it will get smeared when we watercolor paint. Now we get to frost our cake. We are going to lay it on nice and thick. Unfortunately, it's not real frosting. It's just thick oil pastel. Thick, messy, 0 calorie oil pastel. To get that really pasty, thick look, layer some white on top of the color. It really does look yummy. Go ahead, color any other toppings with oil pastel too, but leave the actual cake, plate, and background for later. Remember the ultra intense shade and cast shadows on Thiebaud's baked goods? We need to imagine a light source in our picture. A corner sun, perhaps? Imagine is the key word there, though. How will the light hit the cake? Where will it be darker? Which direction will the shadow go? Lucky for you, I made a cheat sheet for you. With your light blue or gray oil pastel, gently throw some shade on that right side of the cake, including the toppings. But I don't know what it ever did to you anyway, but whatever. Make sure not to press too hard here. You do want to be able to fill in the white space later on with paint. And you know the oil pastel creates a resist. For the cast shadow on the plate and table, you do want to press hard. This shadow will be darker and we do not need to paint over it. I am even going to use a darker color to emphasize the underside of the plate. Everything look okay? It's in the right spot? Time to paint. Keep your paints light by making a puddle on top of the color you are going to use. If you do not have watercolors, lightly colored pencils or crayons would work too. Ta-da! Great job! And hey, it's gluten-free. So did you have fun learning about Wayne Thiebaud? I hope so. I can't wait to see your art. Bye!